Welcome back to episode number 12.
12 or 13?
I think it's 12.
I think it's 13.
Okay, we can say 13. Let's say it's 12 and a half then.
Episode 12 and a half?
12 and a half. 12.5.
Is this our special edition Civil War episode?
Maybe.
No.
Did you watch it?
I did. I watched it with you, actually. We cuddled, had popcorn and drinks. It was nice.
We did have popcorn and drinks and cuddle.
You're a good date.
We also had airheads.
Right? Oh, yeah, and our heads. Forgot.
Brittany and Scarlett. Is that right?
It is episode 13.
It is episode 13.
Yeah, lucky number 13.
Lucky number 13. Yeah, so how did your day go with Scarlett?
Oh, pretty good.
Good.
Pretty good.
Good.
What about yours with Natasha?
Natasha?
Yeah.
So what's up? What's going on today?
Not much, man. Just
Living the dream?
living the dream.
Living the dream.
Yep. And dreaming the life.
And dreaming the life. So we're trying out some new equipment today. So if it sounds different, then that's why. It sounds different to us. We feel official. We got headphones in. Got mics. We got a little table here.
It's weird. I can hear you in my head, like, different than usual.
I can hear myself in my head.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I can hear myself talk.
You sound like you normally sound?
I think I sound the same.
I think I sound different.
Isn't it weird that whenever, like, we do, like, videos and stuff, and then the podcast, obviously.
Right.
Isn't it weird how whenever you play yourself back, you sound different than what you picture it?
Yes, it is.
It's like, that's just one of the weird things. For anybody that's ever done that, record yourself and listen to it, and you don't sound the same as you think you do. Like,
Yep.
I don't know why.
Or what you should do is you should record yourself doing a how-to video and then listen back and watch back to all the shit that you say wrong. It's literally everything. And you're like, oh my gosh, did I really say that?
Yep, sure did.
And you're like, no, I didn't. But it's on camera. You're watching it.
Yeah, watching it live.
So I guess that's our little intro there. We're talking about our equipment. So yeah, we got some new equipment. So we're hoping it sounds good. Let us know. So I don't think we had any comments, did we?
I hadn't seen anything yet for the giveaway, but guys, the giveaway's still going on. If you're interested, we're doing a little, what is it, pop
figures, pop
pop
filters?
vinyl. That's what it is. Pop vinyl. Yeah, I was like, what's it called? Yeah, pop vinyl giveaway. All you need to do is, last week we did, do you think Deathstroke is a good villain for Batman? Because that's been reported that's going to be the main villain in the new Batman standalone movie. Because they released a screenshot of Deathstroke, so it's like, alright, do you think that's a good villain for him?
And if you don't, then who do you think would be a good villain?
Yeah,
Just let us know.
You can hit us up on Twitter at NewComicFans.
Or you can email us. And that email address is newcomicfans@gmail.com.
There you go.
We had trouble with that last week.
That last
we
week, that
nailed
was
it.
hilarious.
Yeah,
man.
we nailed it on the first try.
I laughed for about 10 minutes, dude. It was awesome.
All right, so you got questions this week, right?
I got questions. I came up with questions and the show idea, in case you're wondering. And this one, last week you went with a theme, so this week I went with a theme.
Did you go DC theme?
No,
DC fanboy?
I went Batman theme.
DC.
You went
Marvel? Daredevil?
Marvel. You went Daredevil because you're a Marvel fanboy. There's no way, no ifs, ands, or buts
But
about
I'm
it.
not a Daredevil fan.
100% Marvel fanboy.
But I'm not a Daredevil fan. I've seen
Really?
both seasons, but I've not seen the movie. I mean, it's okay. It's a good show.
It's the one that got all of them started, man. How could you not like that one the best?
I didn't say it wasn't a good show. I just said I don't like Daredevil.
Well, it's like saying you don't like Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's by far one of the best Marvel movies.
Yeah. If you list the top 20 Marvel movies, it's definitely in the top 20.
Because how many have there been?
15.
15
I don't know how many
so
there
far. Oh, Doctor Strange comes out here pretty quick next month.
November.
It's November. I do it every
Yeah.
stinking time.
November. We are going to be seeing the Magnificent Seven pretty soon, right?
Oh yeah, that comes out Friday, doesn't it?
I can't remember when it comes out.
I'm pretty sure it comes out this Friday.
We probably won't see it Friday.
We probably won't. Not this weekend. I'm super busy.
I'm super busy.
I'm like super busy right now. I tell that to my boss all the time. He's like, "Can you work on this?" And I say, "No."
With Scarlet?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Cool.
on to the questions.
Questions.
Question number 1. What is the name of Bruce Wayne's butler? And I went weird because I went full name. Well, full-ish name. You got A, Alfred Moneypenny. B, Michael Jordan. I did B because Michael B. Jordan. C, Alfred Pennyworth. And D, Thaddeus Crane. These might be a little difficult because I kind of went.
I was actually looking for Jeremy Irons.
Who was the old one? Dang it.
Morgan Freeman?
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's the one before Ben Affleck's Batman. I know it's Michael Crane, I think is what it is.
Cool. He's in Now You See Me. 1.
Yeah, that guy. Yep. I think it's Michael Crane. Okay, what's your answer? A, B, C, or D?
C.
C? Alfred Pennyworth? That is correct. Now, technically,
Ba-ching.
D is his middle name. It's Alfred Thaddeus Crane Pennyworth.
So actually, none of these are right. Then is that what you're saying?
That's why I didn't say full name. That's why I said name.
Oh, okay.
Because
Well, you did say full name. You just didn't type it out full name.
Right. I typed it out full name the first time, and it was going to be like super long. But it's been reinvented a couple times. I think the one I saw was Alfred J. Like sometimes it's different. Like I guess whenever they reinvent him, they change his name a little bit, but pretty much the same thing.
Cool.
Okay. Question number 2. Batman first appeared on TV in what year? A, 1945, B, 1976, C, 1966, or D, 1969?
Giggity. C. 1966.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That's correct. Who starred in that?
Adam West.
Adam West. The pinnacle. That's what everybody bases their Batman off of. The one and only Adam West. He's like, you can't top that.
We need a cricket sound effect.
I mean, he's even doing Family Guy, man. Adam West is the man.
He does not play Batman in Family Guy.
No, he plays Adam West.
He does. The mayor.
Oh, speaking of people that are voice actors now, what do you think of The Rock starring in the new Disney movie? It's like Manunu or something like that.
I'm really excited.
I didn't realize that he was in it when he's like the main character. It's like,
you mean his voice is the main character?
well, yeah, but it's like some people I could see as voice actors like really good. I mean, Vin Diesel as the Iron Giant. We talked about this last time. You've never seen that movie, but like that's what got him.
No. Vin Diesel as I am Groot.
Oh yeah, and he also did.
I am Groot.
He also did Iron Giant.
We are Groot.
I mean, because like Mark Hamill does the Joker, and to me, I can't picture that because he's always been Luke Skywalker to me. So him as a Joker would be weird. Mark Hamill
from Star Wars. The other guy you said? Yeah. Oh, Star Wars.
Luke Skywalker.
Okay.
All right then. We're new. I mean, he's newer than I am in some aspects to the whole comic book sci-fi genre. He doesn't like Star Wars.
Did you really ask this next question again? Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind.
Yeah.
Number 4 is a repeat.
Number 4 is not a repeat. It's different. Okay, ready? Number 3. Stop looking ahead, cheater.
I wasn't cheating.
Deathstroke was originally the archenemy of whom? And I went to correct grammar there. A, Doctor Strange.
Wait, you didn't do correct grammar on the paper you typed out then?
Sure. B, Spider-Man. C, the Teen Titans. Or D, Batman.
Well, I don't know this for sure, but I'm going to guess that since Doctor Strange and Spider-Man are not DC, I'm going to go with Teen Titans.
Teen Titans. That is correct. Yeah, he was originally the archenemy of the Teen Titans, and he's kind of branched off from then, but it's kind of weird that, like, out of all the guys, the Teen Titans, really? Deathstroke? That's weird.
Did you watch Teen Titans?
No. Oh, I've seen a couple of them, but...
I've seen a couple of them.
It's weird, too, because this ties into the next one. Deathstroke is considered the world's #1 assassin.
Deathstroke or Deathshot?
Deathstroke. Deadshot's considered the world's second best assassin.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I did that while I was looking up for trivia.
You should ask that question. I probably didn't know that one.
Alright, Deadshot is also known as Lloyd Lawson, Floyd Lawson, Floyd Lawton, or Slade Wilson. That's A, B, C, or D.
We've had this question before.
Kind of. It was worded a little different.
Oh, you looked it up?
No. But I know it wasn't this exact question, because I would have... I honestly didn't remember.
I think it's Floyd Lawson, but I can't remember. I know his name's Floyd.
Okay, so which one, B or C?
I said Lawson.
Okay, B. That is incorrect.
Is it C?
It's C. It's Lawton.
Damn it! I knew that.
Yes, I fooled them once. For the first time in the history of our show.
Fool
You
me
got
once,
one wrong.
Shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Alright, well here's another option to fool you again. Along with Batman, how many superheroes make up the original Justice League? Now this is pre-Flashpoint. And that comes into effect here in a second. I'll tell you why.
Now, when you say original...
That's the founding members. I guess I should have said founding members.
Because the original Justice League movie doesn't have Batman as one of the Justice League members.
What original Justice League movie?
Oh my gosh, you've never seen the Justice League movie?
No, I don't think so. I was just going by the Justice League in general. Can you wait until... I don't want you... You typing over there?
I'm gonna say 5.
5?
Yeah. A.
A, that is incorrect.
Okay.
Correct answer was C. 7. Now, the reason why I said pre-Flashpoint, because as of Flashpoint, they retconned Martian Manhunter as to not being one of the originals. Or founding members, which is kind of weird. So I was like, he's like one of the main ones. But, yeah. It's C.
Cool. I did not know that.
Yeah. Can you name them?
7 of them?
Well, I gave you 1. Actually, technically, I gave you 2.
We got Batman, Martian Manhunter, Superman, Cyborg, Wonder Woman. How many are we
You're
at?
at 5. You need 2 more.
Flash.
The Flash. Last one.
Is it the Green Lantern?
It is the Green Lantern. Good. See, you knew all 7. Why'd you say 5? Is it because the movie's not going to include Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern?
Well, it's because you said pre-Flashpoint, so...
Yeah. Well, 'cause I was looking it up and it said, as of Flashpoint, Martian Manhunter is no longer a part of it. So I didn't want that confusion to be in place. Hence why I didn't say the full name of Alfred.
Did we turn the sound on for this?
Can we? Can we play sound now?
Yeah, we can play sound now, I think.
Okay.
Back to my new job. Yeah, they hired me as a counselor down at the group home.
Oh, he's a counselor.
So exhausted in my life. Hey, welcome to the club.
Oh, wait.
And do you have to go to...
Nowhere.
No, I don't have to
entire
go
school's on a field
anywhere.
trip watching that snow cone of yours melt into the bay. Hey, you wanna...
Let's skip ahead a little bit.
Wow. Martian Manhunter.
You know who that is?
I want to say Wonder Woman, but...
I think that's Brainiac. I meant the green guy.
Oh, that's
that
Martian
Brainiac?
Manhunter.
Oh, was it? You're going to say Wonder Woman has blonde hair?
Well, I don't know who else it would be.
Was that Slade Wilson?
Oh, is that...
Oh, yeah, Welcome to Justice League.
Is that Black Canary?
Maybe.
It's the only option it could be for the blonde.
Well, I'm working at the Meteorological Institute and have a little accident.
Uh-oh.
Turn into ice. And suddenly I'm part of the Justice League.
Is that Frost?
It's quite a career change. We all need heroes in our lives. Sometimes we find them in the most
What do you think about
unlikely
this?
places.
We needed a screenshot of this for the episode.
I don't understand what that was.
I don't think the people that were in it understand what that was.
Justice League of America pilot.
Awesome.
Interesting.
Awesome.
So Flash looked decent. I mean, the one guy on the
For the
far
90s?
left was like, I don't
Green
even
Lantern?
know. I don't even know.
I don't know.
The girl to the left of Flash looked more like the Green Lantern than Ryan Reynolds did. Oh, I didn't see that movie, but I need to. I actually should record it.
Yeah, we're going to watch The Green Lantern, I guess. I've seen it once. It's not as bad as people say. I mean, it is pretty bad, but it's not that bad.
Okay.
And we need to watch the new Fantastic Four.
I have that one. I got that one.
Because we've both seen the old two
DVR.
Fantastic Fours, right? With
Jessica Alba,
No, with Captain America.
Chris Evans,
Yeah,
and Jessica Alba.
maybe.
She's Miss Fantastic, Invisible Woman.
Oh, she is.
You didn't know that was Jessica Alba?
Yes.
Do you know who Jessica Alba is?
Yes.
Okay.
She sang that song. I'm just kidding. She was in a vampire movie, wasn't she?
I don't know. She was in a music video by Lonely Island called "I Just Had Sex."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was it about her?
Who? There was another Blair Lively, I think, or Blake Lively, who I'm pretty sure is now married to Ryan Reynolds. We're just tying everything back in together.
And here we are, brought forward.
Full circle.
What a great transition. That's what we call
a home run.
Yes.
The cycle. Good
All
baseball
right.
terms going on now.
Yeah, and baseball, yeah, and basketball, and basketball.
Basketball. That was a great movie.
Never seen it.
I was watching Monday night or Sunday Night Football last night. Now Michaels was on, and I'm thinking, if I were to ever ask him a question, I would say, was basketball the greatest movie you've ever been a part of? And I wonder what he would say, because every time I hear his voice, I instantly think of basketball.
Was he was he part of The Replacements?
I don't remember.
John Madden was in that, I believe.
Wasn't Keanu
Yes.
Keanu Reeves was in it?
He played the quarterback.
What was his name?
I don't know. I haven't seen it that many times.
No idea either.
Yeah.
But I wonder if he enjoyed his part in basketball.
I wonder if he was actually in it or if they just took a clip from a Monday Night
No,
Game.
he was in it. Well, because the guy that did America's Most Wanted, the host of that show, he was
that's Law and Order.
Yeah, he was in it too, and I'm like, wonder if he enjoyed his part, because he had water splashed in his face, and he was kind of like derogatory, and like to associate that with him, kind of like Al Michaels, you just don't see that.
I wonder if they enjoyed the paycheck.
Oh yeah, probably. Well, probably not. I don't know how critically acclaimed that movie was. As good as it is, I don't know how many other people enjoyed it. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
I don't have it on my watch list.
Have you ever seen it?
No,
Will you ever see it?
it's not on my watch list.
All right, well, I'm going to put it on your watch list because you have to watch it. It's hilarious.
I might see the Star Wars movies before that.
Wow. It's a good movie.
Is it really a good movie, or is it a funny movie that's kind of...
It's a good movie.
Is it Matt Stone and Trey Parker, like the main characters in it?
Oh, yeah? It's got Reggie Jackson in it. How could you hate on the movie that's got Reggie Jackson in it?
I didn't say I hate on it. I just don't think it's a good movie.
And you got one of the guys from Heroes. He's in it. The TV show Heroes. Did you ever see that TV show? Save the cheerleader, save the world? No?
Because it takes a hero to save us. Not that hero.
No.
I think this is a good opportunity to transition into our topic for the week.
We need something.
We're just going to start right there.
Okay, Civil War.
Civil War Part 1?
No? Just Civil War.
Just Civil War. Captain America Civil War came out on Blu-ray last week.
It did.
So, we took some
we
notes.
Did take some notes. Where are your notes? Can you fetch those notes, please, sir? Assistant, can we get those notes, please? Let's see. You can just hand them right here. All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Some coffee too.
Some coffee too. All right, can you please hold all my calls and text messages, and don't read my messages actually.
So we guessed. So we're going to go full spoilers from the beginning of this. No, this movie came out 4 or 5 months ago, so we're going full spoilers. Let's see what we got here. You picked the sides, and I think you got them all right, which was pretty... The only two that was up in the air really was Black Widow, Spider-Man, and Ant-Man.
Yeah.
In the trailer.
Yeah.
And you got them right.
Yes. I thought I did a pretty good job.
So, and then you also predicted that Black Widow or Hawkeye would die.
Right.
And did either one of them die?
No.
Was you surprised that Rhodey took the fall?
I've seen it in the previews.
Well, I mean, but did you think he died?
I thought he did, yeah. Based off the previews, yeah.
But you didn't say he was going to be one of the people that died.
No. Well, I mean, he's in an Iron Man suit, like, for real.
No, he's in an Iron Patriot suit.
He's in an
Or the War Machine.
He's in a Stark-made machine that's based off of the Iron Man suit. Okay.
True. All right, let's just start. Let's just go down each of these characters here.
Okay.
We'll come back to Captain America, Iron Man, and the Winter Soldier at the end. But we'll start on Team Cap. Hawkeye. What did you think about his part?
Just kind of thrown in there. I mean, he kind of comes in and has a couple of lines, but
He came in and said all the cuss words.
He said all the cuss words in the entire movie?
No, not all of them. I think every time he spoke, though, he used a curse word.
Well, yeah, he had to get it that PG-13.
Yeah,
You don't want just a PG action movie. Come on, man.
He's kind of thrown in there, but he was necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Because without him, you couldn't have had him shooting Ant-Man on the arrow.
Yeah.
Which is straight out of the comic books.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Falcon?
He played a pretty important role. I mean, he was essentially Team Cap the whole time. He was a major part of the movie, so it made sense.
Yeah, and he's just there. I mean, he doesn't really impress me. He's just one of those guys that just is there.
Yeah, I want him to be able to, like...
He doesn't have his own
shoot
agenda.
Stuff.
He did.
I mean, like in the comics and the animated shows or whatever.
He shoots things out of his wings?
He shoots things out of his wings. So, like, flaps his wings and just shoots them. But other than that, he's just got, like, a remote control device. It's, what does he call it?
Red Wing.
Red Wing.
He also has... Remember, he pushes the button on his wrist, and it fires the rockets out of his shoulder pads?
Oh, yeah, he does fire the rockets. Gotcha.
That is the beginning.
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch?
She played a whole lot bigger role this time.
Yeah,
Massively
developing
bigger.
characters. Her and Vision, you can see there's a little bit of chemistry there.
Yeah. It's like he's interested, but he doesn't know how to act.
Right.
He doesn't know how to be interested.
Right, because it's like he's not completely human.
Right. He's like that guy that's got a crush on the girl, but
Right.
doesn't know why.
Right.
He's like a 10-year-old.
I thought it was hilarious when he floats through the wall, and she's like, "Vision, I told you about that." And he goes, "Well, your door was open."
Yeah. Like, the door's open, so I thought it was alright.
So what does she call him? Viz? No, Viz. Viz. She
Probably
calls him a little
Viz.
nickname. I can't remember what. I think it was Viz. All right, Ant-Man.
I thought he had a lot of the jokes in the movie, which I like. I like funny movies. If you hadn't can't tell by now, like Ant-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, I liked a lot because they were funny. They were quippy. They were fun to watch. It wasn't just like strict action and strict like drama. It was like hilarious stuff. So he came in. He's like big fan.
Right.
He's like saying hello.
Grabbed
and,
his
like,
chest.
Yeah.
Which is what I would do if I ever met Chris Evans.
Right. I did see something online. It was like it shows the Captain America front and then on the back, like front and back, when his shield's on his back, and they go, his shoulders are as broad as that shield is. Like you can't see the shield on his back whenever he's facing you.
Right. Dang.
Like that's a big dude.
Yeah.
Golly.
Is that CGI?
Maybe.
Maybe.
War
Machine. He's
he played his part. Yeah. He played his part.
I feel like Ant-Man and Falcon are kind of like tag-alongs. They just kind of do whatever.
Yeah. I didn't like how the Ant-Man was introduced. He was like passed out in a van.
Yeah.
It's like what?
Black Widow. Was you surprised she was on Tony's side to begin with? I say to begin with. Did you see her turning on him?
Not really. It's like I could see that she doesn't want the rift to happen, because it's like she knows what will become, like what will happen eventually if these two fight, and she doesn't want that rift to happen. And like they said in the movie, she was in front of the courts before. She was in front of like all that, so she's been in that situation. I mean, she just pretty much said kiss it and walked out, but
Right.
it was like she doesn't want to live with that. As weird as it sounds, for being an assassin for so long, you don't want to live with that guilt, I guess. It was really weird seeing her be on Tony's side.
Yeah. Vision.
I could see that with Vision. I really could. I could see him being Iron Man's side all day.
Yeah, I could too. I mean, he's created by Iron Man.
Right. Well, I mean, he wants to be. He doesn't want to have that unlimited power because with great power comes great responsibility. And if you don't have that check in place, like they said, you're pretty much a vigilante. You do what you want to do. Don't have to worry about the consequences.
Right. Spider-Man?
Spider-Man was actually really good. I knew he showed up by the trailer, and I heard him and Black Panther both stole the show. Spider-Man, once again, that movie is going to be another funny movie. And I thought the kid did a really good job.
What did you think about Peter Parker? Not as Spider-Man, as Peter Parker.
I thought he played it really well.
He was very awkward on screen.
Very awkward
and
on screen.
If the first time I saw it in theaters, I was like, man, I felt like it was almost bad acting. And the second time I was like, no, Peter Parker's a nerd. He's a dork. He's socially awkward a little bit.
Right.
So I thought the way he played it was like great.
Right.
And then him as Spider-Man, he cuts loose and he has all the jokes. Like it was just like watching one of the cartoons. He's got the jokes. He catches the Winter Soldier's arm. He's like, oh, a metal arm.
It's almost like he's once again in that awkward he's a nervous talker.
Right.
So whenever he's nervous in the heat of battle, he just talks and
commentates.
He's
excited.
Yeah, but it's like that. Like I don't know how to handle this, so I talk about it while he's doing it. And they're like, this isn't a time to talk. Stop commentating everything, but it's like he doesn't know what else to do. He's never been in that situation.
Right. He's like, there's usually not this much talking in a fight. He's like, okay, well, I'd like to continue the conversation, but I gotta go. I only have one job today, and that's to press Mr. Stark.
Yeah, I thought he did a really good job.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the Spider-Man Homecoming whenever it comes out.
Black Panther?
Based off that. Black Panther, I think his movie could be good. It depends on when the time frame is. Because if it's pre-Civil War, I don't understand what the movie would be about. If it's post-Civil War, wouldn't that just be another Captain America movie?
Why? Just because of the after credits scene?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Well, because to me, that's how it would tie together. It'd be Captain America, Black Panther.
No, not necessarily. It could for sure be pre-Civil War. I mean, how does he get his powers?
Well, that's why I think he got it from the ring. Like that's what the ring was for. It wasn't necessarily he. He has always been Black Panther since he was, like, let's say an adult. Whatever their culture is, an adult. Like that's whenever he became essentially the face of the Black Panther.
Well, I don't think so. I think because you're talking about when he grabs Winter Soldier's arm, you're talking about the ring at that point.
Well, because he also grabs it earlier in the movie and puts it on. I don't know if that was like the sign of him taking over as him becoming the leader, or is that like his power ring essentially? Like what's the purpose of the ring is what I want to know.
The ring is vibranium, which is what his suit's made of, which is what the shield's made out of, right. And what Winter Soldier's arm is. And I think when he touched it, it reacted with the vibranium differently. I think, because he gets his powers, if I remember right, from eating this flower in their culture.
Really? Interesting. I wasn't sure on that. I would like a backstory for him, like that whole culture in general, though. That's because that one part where he's walking to the car and Black Widow's standing there, and this other chick walks in, and she's like, "You either move or I will move you." And he's like,
as much interesting as that would be,
yeah, like just to see what's her name, like what's her case, what's she about. And I think being able to tie all that into it would be an awesome movie.
Yeah. It says T'Challa senses and physical attributes have been enhanced to superhuman levels by the heart-shaped herb.
Interesting.
And that's what I thought it was. I mean, we just kind of Googled that real quick because we got this new setup.
Now, I'm curious if he's strictly Iron Man's side because of Winter Soldier. That's it. That's the only reason. Other than that, he would be Cap's side, I would think. Based off the movie. Because he's not like his father. His father is diplomatic and thinks things need to be done by the book and stuff like that. He even says that. So I think he's in the position he is because of his father and because of Iron Man. And then if the situation hadn't occurred that did, I think he would be captain side all day.
Well, I think he's at that thing because he is. But before his father is killed, he's at that conference because he's on the side of signing the agreement.
See, I assumed it was just because he was there, like, to learn the ropes, essentially, of diplomacy. But he even says, because he's talking to Tosh, he goes, "This isn't normal for us. We're not usually in this position. Like, we're not usually on the diplomatic side." Because he doesn't want to do that.
Well, he's a warrior as well.
Right.
But
like, he doesn't want to do that, so it's almost, like, to me, it's awkward for him.
Well, I don't think that just because he's a warrior means he's on Captain America's side.
Well, I don't either, but I think he would want to do what was right over, like, maybe he's not, like, I don't know. I just think he's on Iron Man's side because of what happens to his dad. That's the only reason. I mean, honestly, it is, because the only reason he wants to do is the Winter Soldier, obviously. That's the only reason why he's tagging along.
But I don't think we have a Civil War if his father's not killed.
I think we do.
I mean, why would they be going after Bucky if they didn't think he blew up that building?
Well, it could have been anybody. It didn't have to be Black Panther's dad. That him associating himself with the Civil War was because of his dad.
But what I'm saying is that if they didn't set it up that Bucky blew up that building,
well, yeah, but
then no one would have been
going
after. No one would have been going after.
Right, for sure. And if that would have been there.
And he probably wouldn't have been on Iron Man's side because he wouldn't have had a horse in the race.
Right.
So, I mean, I think he was on Iron Man's side because I think he teamed up with Iron Man because of that.
Yeah, he wanted the revenge, and he knew those people could get him close enough to do that.
But I don't think that he was on Captain America's side before his father died. Because he says immediately, he's like, they're talking there, and they're like, that they're sad that Steve wasn't going to be there.
Right.
Because he didn't agree with it. And so they're all going to ratify this thing, and Captain America's not there.
Right.
So, going into the movie, you said you were on Captain America's side, right?
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say Team Cap.
I think that's what you said. I can't remember. We didn't write that down. Oh, you said you think Captain America wins. That is another note you put on there. So do you think Captain America won?
Like in the big picture, I'm on Cap's side, 100%.
No.
But do I think he won? Yes.
I don't think anyone won.
I think they both lost in a sense. Yes.
I mean, I think everybody lost.
Yeah, but I still think Cap came out on top.
Okay. So, I mean, I don't know that either one of them came out on top. I mean, Captain America's team was still torn apart as well.
Right.
And it looked like it was just him and Bucky in the end.
Right.
And the Black Panther was going to protect him.
Well, I mean, a lot of his guys, the only one that's really going to stick around would probably be Scarlet Witch.
Or Falcon.
Or Falcon, too, yeah. I would assume Falcon's with him. I mean, you don't know that for sure, but I would assume. It's like, why not? It's like Hawkeye.
Well, he's an Avenger.
Hawkeye's going to retire again. That's fine. But is he still? Would he still be considered an Avenger now?
I don't know.
Would any of Captain's side be considered an Avenger? Ant-Man and Scarlet Witch? Would you?
Well, I don't think Ant-Man was ever an Avenger.
Would you put them back together now? What do they do? Just go back and sign the document now? Then they're good. They're buddy again.
So let's start with let's just flash back to the beginning of the movie. Since we're not going anywhere, we kind of talked about the characters. Now let's talk about the beginning. Let's go from the beginning to end of this movie.
Okay, frame by frame.
Frame by frame, like we did on the comic book. No, this is a good discussion we can have on this one, I think. Okay, so beginning of the movie, you see the new Avengers, and I use air quotes here, which are really badass. You're missing out on them since you're not here. The new Avengers, which was Scarlet Witch, Black Widow, Falcon, Captain America.
That's pretty much it.
those four, I guess.
Yeah, those four.
They're going in to try to take down Crossbones.
Right.
So they go through this whole thing where they're trying to take this weapon of mass destruction, like a virus. They catch them, and they end up Scarlet Witch unintentionally blows up this building and kills multiple people. I don't remember how many it said she killed.
I think it said 5 of the Wakandans. I mean, it was like
there was 5 Wakandans that were killed, but I don't think that was it.
Well, I know they were there. It was like a peace treaty type deal. They were all meeting in this one room, and that was like the main room that got hit by the blast.
Right, and it was an accident, but nonetheless, it probably doesn't happen if the Avengers aren't there. Well, it for sure doesn't happen if the Avengers aren't there.
Right.
I mean, now, did they stop the greater? Did they stop something bigger by keeping the weapon out of their hands? I don't know. So, you have this happen, then you see them all in this room, and they're showing the past 4 events. You got the New York when
when Loki and all them.
Loki and them, yeah, I can't remember what they're called, but Loki and them come in.
The Asgardians.
Yes. And then you have the second event was Captain America 2 in Washington, D.C.
Oh, yeah, Washington, D.C.
The third one was Sokovia.
Right.
With Age of Ultron. And the fourth event they showed was the one they just had in, I can't remember what town.
Congo or something like that. I think it was in Africa somewhere.
And that was the fourth one. So they're wanting to ratify a document that puts the responsibility of the Avengers under the United Nations protection.
Right.
And they would be the ones that would call them in instead of them just going and doing as they want.
Right. They can't act until they are told to act.
That would be most likely true.
I mean, that's the way the document seems to me. It's like, hey, we'll call you if we need you. Other than that, you can't do anything.
I don't know if it's that black and white or not, but that is the basis, is that the United Nations, which was 117 countries, agreed to this. So instantly, Captain America is not on board with this.
I think he was in between until Peggy's funeral. I think he was in between, and then the speech that I want to say Sharon, but I don't know if that's her name. Whatever the other girl's name is. Whenever she's talking at the funeral, I think that hits home.
Sharon Carter?
Yeah, because that was like to the T what he quote unquote needed to hear to say, hey, I'm going to do what I feel is right, regardless of what happens.
I don't think so. I think he was on board to sign even after that. Because after that's when they had the pin set, and he takes one of them, and you would think he's going to go sign then.
Mm.
I mean, I think that kind of like was a wake-up call for him. But I don't think that was like, no, I can't sign now.
Well, wasn't the pin set after
the funeral?
I thought that was after they find Bucky and all that. Because I think they took him in there to integrate him, and they're both in there.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. So all that had already happened. He had already said he wasn't going, and he was going to... And then the explosion happens, and he finds where he's at.
Right.
Okay.
And plus, so are you're on board with Captain America this whole time?
Right.
You don't think that they should be put in check?
Do I think they should be held accountable for their actions? Absolutely. Because right now they're like an independent security force.
Well, but they operate out of the United States.
Right.
Strictly, pretty much.
So to me, the United States should be held accountable for their actions, or they need to go somewhere else.
And I think
not be based. Because if that's the case, then why don't you say, hey, you either need to be held accountable for your actions by the UN, or go somewhere else.
And that's what they're saying. And the way they're going to hold them in responsibility for their actions is they're saying, you don't just get to go in where you want to go in. Because if the United Nations had known, then they could have done something different to catch Crossbones, instead of them acting of their own accord. is what they're saying. That they just went there, they blew up this building. Who paid for that?
Right.
And who was... So now let's try to sympathize. Do you understand why Tony Stark is the way he is?
I do. I get that. He's seen a lot of things that he shouldn't have to ever see. And he's got to live with a lot of things that you can't take back. There is no going back and fixing it. There's no going back around the earth a couple of times and resetting everything.
Yeah, this isn't DC.
This isn't DC. You can't do that. You have to live with your decisions. I mean, overall, big picture, was it the correct decision? Yes.
So what do you think about what the lady said to Tony by the elevator?
I thought that was a cheap move. Cheap cowardice move. 100%.
By her?
Yeah.
Really?
100%. Yep. It's like, do I have sympathy for her? 100%. But...
Wait.
Like, it's going to get in kind of like a weird area that I don't know if I want to go to, but it's like, I understand. Like, I understand your laws, but at the same time, look at the greater good. Was that worth it? Was that life worth the countless lives that we saved?
No.
That's the way I see it, and I think that's the way Captain sees it. He goes, we try to save as many as we can, but we can't save them all.
Okay, but look at it this way: is if the Avengers had not done anything, would Ultron have come out of that?
No.
So therefore, since they acted, every one of those deaths is because they acted.
You could say that, yes.
And so,
well, it's like they say in the movie, because there's so many.
And
I don't know. I don't think they call them supers, but so many of these
metahumans. No, that's what DC says.
Yeah. We'll say metahumans. Since so many metahumans have come to the forefront because of the Avengers, all these things are taking place. But Captain America was literally made by humans. Like, he's a regular dude. You just got a serum in him. He's not super powered by any means. Iron Man.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, he's got an injection. He's not.
Did you not see him pull that helicopter down?
That's part of his injection.
Okay, he is superhuman.
I mean, he's not like a Scarlet Witch where she's got, like, she can control things, or Vision where he can float and fly through walls and stuff like that, or
Tony Stark has no superhuman ability.
He's just real smart.
And
But it's like I think that would have happened regardless. Some of these situations would have happened regardless. It's just because now they're a team and they're trying to protect people and stop these other evil organizations. It's like you're only getting half of the details that are getting made out there. It's kind of like media coverage nowadays. It's like you only get half of the information. You only get the information they wanted to tell you, not the full information. It's like, yeah, the Avengers came in and destroyed this entire location. It's like, well, they also saved the planet by stopping this thing. It's like, did they create it in the same aspect? Yes, but it was for the greater good of protecting the planet.
Okay,
it just backfired.
Well, and they didn't talk about this one either. What about whenever Hulk goes crazy? Remember that in Age of Ultron? And then they bring in the Hulkbuster and...
Right. Well, that's why he says he doesn't want to be that. He doesn't like... David Banner does not like being the Hulk.
Bruce Banner.
Whatever. He hates it. David Banner's a song artist. He's an artist, I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
Like, he doesn't like being the Hulk. So at the end, he leaves. He's just like, I'm going to disappear. It's like, it's better for everybody if I'm not around. Because whenever he's the Hulk, he can't control his rage. That's unavoidable. Like,
right.
You can't do anything about it. And was it something that happened? Was he taking control of? And bad things happened? Yes.
And so, also what General Thunderbolt Ross, or Ross, whatever he is.
Yeah.
He brings up that, like he says, that they need to be held accountable. And he brings up the exact point. He goes, if I lost a couple of 30-ton nukes, I would be held accountable for that. Where's Bruce and Thor? And no one has an answer for it.
Right.
Because they're part of the Avengers as well. So if Hulk happened to show up somewhere and go crazy, then it's still an Avenger.
But at the same time, if Hulk happens to go crazy, who's going to stop him?
Nobody.
He's a part of the Avengers now. He wasn't before. He was just a dude. He was just the Hulk on his own. He was not a part of the Avengers at all. So who stopped him before?
Nobody. No, Avengers don't stop him either.
Well, Thor is the best option, but I mean, it's like just because these people are part of the Avengers now doesn't like that. That's different. Like to me, that's completely different. These guys are a group of people that can help out and protect. Could something go wrong? Obviously. Can that happen now? Could somebody get hold of nuclear codes and launch nuclear missiles at another country? In this universe, 100%,
right?
Easily. I mean, the Hydra had infiltrated all of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's like they have access to literally anything, and they're in the government and everything like that. It's like who's got that in check? Who's the counterbalance? There's a good and evil. There's not one going to be over the other. They're going to be balanced.
But right now, the scale's all the way to the other side, isn't it?
Not necessarily.
Because, I mean, and maybe we're getting way off topic, but it seems like, for me, for the Avengers, they're not held in check at all right now, currently, at the beginning of the movie.
Right.
Whatever they do is just part of the job, so to speak. Like, you try to save as many as you can, as Cap said, and sometimes you end up destroying a building along the way, and you ruin people's lives for the next 20 years, but you save their lives. Type deal.
Right.
But the ones that do die, I mean, when have they been held accountable for anything that's happened?
See, that should be a part of it.
I'm not saying I think what they're saying, going for with the Accords, is they're saying, look, we agree that you guys are good. We think we need you. But we think we need to decide when we need you. We don't want you to go in there and blow up a building trying to stop bearing crossbones if there's another way that we, as 117 countries, think is better. Because they just went into that country and did that. It wasn't like they were protecting themselves. They sought him out in there. And all those people that were there were innocent bystanders that didn't know anything was going on. And because of their actions, all that stuff happened.
Right. Well, you could, I mean, this is going to go back and forth. You could say the same thing if the UN had gone in. And they say, oh, we'll handle it first. And they send their trucks in. I mean, by the time they get there, for one, they're going to be gone. They've already got what they came for. And now you're chasing down a shadow. You don't know where, when, or anything. Whereas I think the Avengers have the resources available to get that information ahead of time.
But what could have happened is, they didn't know why he was there. They didn't know what he was going after. And if the United Nations had known, maybe they would have known that was there, and they could have moved it ahead of time. Because you get 117 countries involved, you're talking about a big group that would know a lot more information.
Right.
But, and it's irrelevant. That doesn't matter. We need to move past that point. But
well, I wanted to say one last thing, and then you can say whatever you want to say after that. I liked what Captain said. It might have been even the second one. Or maybe it was in this one. He goes, the reason why I don't want to do it is because everybody has an agenda.
And that's right. Including himself.
And including himself. Like, that's just because you say, hey, you need to be held accountable, that's 117 countries. Somebody could have an agenda and push it. And try to get something to happen where that's the line that should be drawn. It's like, there's too much power here for us. We control. We are not set to any one country. I mean, we are based in the United States, yes, but we handle.
And his name is Captain America.
We handle business all over the world.
I think they should get a vote as well. If they don't think they should go somewhere, I think they should be allowed to say they don't want to go there. I do agree with that because you have people with agendas, but I also think that they should be held in check as well. But I also think that if a bad enough person comes, like Thanos, that they're going to act. That regardless of what is said, they're going to do what is necessary.
It's like they know. Let's say they know Thanos is coming. They're going to be here. He's going to be here next Tuesday.
Well, they're not going to know that. They don't even know who Thanos is.
Let's say that they do.
Okay.
The UN's like, we don't know that for sure. We've never seen any evidence of this Thanos guy. How do we know that? We're gonna wait and see. And then he comes. Too late. I mean, yeah, they're probably still gonna prep, but they can't act until they're told to. That's the part that gets me. They can't do anything until they're told to. And that's the part where it's like, no, that's why I'm capsized. Like, I think I should be held accountable, yes. Should there be consequences for my actions? Yes. But you don't get the opportunity to tell me when and where to go somewhere. Who and who not to protect. That's what gets me. That's why I wouldn't sign it. That's why I'd be cap side.
But what if there's a place that you should go and you don't want to go there?
But that's the Avengers. They will go to do it. There's not a place where they should not, or they don't want to go.
Is there?
There hasn't been yet. That's why, like, they're even in a foreign country to stop this guy. Like, they went to Sokovia to stop this. It's like, I mean, it was a thing that happened to them, but it's like everything has been to stop somebody else, not necessarily to protect the United States.
So far, though, the only one they've protected is the United States.
They've also destroyed
everything else that they've done has been cleaning up mistakes they've made in other countries. The only place they protected was New York. Everything else is a clean up from their own mistakes. And it's collateral damage outside of the U.S. then.
Yeah.
But I mean, either way. So, Team Cap, Team Iron Man. This is great.
So you're Team Iron Man.
Yes, I was Team Iron Man the whole way, and then I kind of could. As far as the whole Civil War thing, I thought it was dumb. They were fine to begin with. I mean, really, this is not the way that a simple phone call could have addressed this.
It's like sign the accords. No. All right, we're gonna fight now.
Well, that's not even what they were fighting about. They were trying to bring Bucky in, and he's like, and if Cap would have been like, listen, Tony, there's 5 more of these Winter Soldiers in Russia. I'm going with Bucky to take them out. He knows where we're going. Tony would have been like, all right, cool, we can do this together. And then a simple phone call would have saved all this mess.
Yeah.
But to me, it looks like, if you're on the outside looking at it, it looks like Captain America is trying to let the Winter Soldier get away with it. Which he shouldn't have gotten in trouble for the bombing at the UN building.
Right.
But whether he was under Hydra's control or not, he did kill a lot of people. In fact, I think, doesn't he have registered the most kills in Hydra history or something like that? Or most confirmed kills?
I think so. Well, he didn't do that bombing, though.
Right, I said he shouldn't get in trouble for that one.
Right.
But that doesn't take away, because you didn't do one. If you killed 10,000 people, you still killed 10,000 people if you didn't kill those last 20 or whatever it is.
Right.
So.
I mean, but I don't know. Like even in the movie, they say, "Hey, we're looking for him. We're gonna find him, and it's shoot on sight." It's like, why that knee-jerk reaction? It's like, I know a lot.
Whoa.
That's what Sharon said.
Whoa.
When she handed him the documents in the bar, she goes, "This is the biggest lead I can give you. This is the most information I know, and it's shoot on sight."
Let's just say that hypothetically, in our community here, there was someone that had killed, say, 100 people in our community, and the police are after him. Is it a shoot on sight then, or is it try to catch him and bring him in?
Well, to me, you always want to catch first, because then you can gather information, you can gather details. If you shoot on sight, what's the point? That instant justification, that instant, like, oh, everything's solved now. It's like,
no.
You don't know. What happened to innocent until proven guilty? It's like you know for a fact, you saw a blurry image and you know for a fact it was him.
We're not talking about that. They've been trying to catch the Winter Soldier for years. They just think this is just what's getting him out.
Right. It's like, but why is this shoot on sight?
Because he's killed so many people.
Don't you want to capture that person for the intel? Like, most of the time in any operation, you want to capture first, unless it's a kill order on that person to get rid of him for whatever reason. But you want to capture for information. Why would you not capture the Winter Soldier for information? If he's got 100 or so confirmed kills for Hydra, what were the targets? Why were they targeted? Like, that kind of information you want. It's like, why does it have to be instant dead?
Okay, so for example, just a few months ago there was a shooting in Miami in the nightclub.
Right.
Guy goes in there with a couple of AKs and like shoots at the place, kills 50-something people. So when those cops went in that building, with that guy having a gun, knowing he's a killer now, are they going in there to kill him, or are they going in there to try to catch him?
Well, they're going to kill him.
Same thing. This guy is known to have killed multiple people. So of course, if he comes out, because it looks like that, as far as I know, they thought he was already dead, because he hasn't been around since. I guess they never found him after
Age of Ultron.
After Captain America 2. I don't know
Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Winter Soldier.
But anyway, this is a really good conversation. I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast.
A lot of back and forth here.
Yeah, this is definitely. So then we get into so Captain America refuses to sign, and I did agree. There was a point where I was like, okay, I understand, but I didn't understand him trying to break in there ahead of them to save him. Because at that point, Captain America didn't know it wasn't Bucky that did that. He said, I want to bring him in.
Right.
Because he wanted him to have... what is fair justice for that?
Well, he wants his friend back, obviously.
And...
like, he's held himself accountable for everything that's happened to him since the war. Like,
right.
He wants his friend back. He knows he's alive. He wants his friend back. 100%.
And like Bucky says, that even if he was controlled, he still did all those terrible things. Right. And he does deserve to be punished for it. Right. Now, is kill in sight the answer? I guess it depends. I mean, if you're going... I mean, you saw this. If they had gone in there trying to arrest him, you saw him get out of there with them guys all having the guns. No one got him. They were trying to kill him and no one got him. So, I mean, he's very dangerous.
Right. Right. He's very good at what he does.
Yeah. So, we move along and we find out that Baron Zemo is trying to get to these other 5 Winter Soldiers. So what did you think about the Baron Zemo character?
Lackluster at best. He just an average dude.
Yep.
Like, to me, no...
He was military background.
Yeah, like, no real... like...
No, his agenda was to tear the Avengers apart, is all he wanted to do.
Yep.
Is watch them fight.
Yep.
And he got exactly what he wanted. And he went through such great lengths to get what he wanted.
He did a lot of stuff. I mean, golly.
Smart guy. As far as the character, I mean, he wasn't true to the comic books. He wasn't wearing the purple suit or whatever he's got. And he could come back because he's not dead.
Right. True.
But he wanted to watch them burn. And then he saw them tear each other apart.
I mean, his character tied in to the whole story, though. As much as I didn't really care for the character, his story tied into the whole premise of the movie in general. It's you need to be held accountable for your actions.
Right.
And it worked. I mean, he was a fair share. Like the whole movie tied in. Like Black Panther coming in ties into the need to be held accountable.
Yeah, and he tells him, "I didn't mean to kill your father." Was you surprised that Black Panther didn't kill him?
I was pretty surprised, yeah. But I like what he did, though.
He goes, "I'm tired of letting revenge consume me."
Yeah.
Or they're letting revenge consume them. I'm done letting it consume me. I thought it was great. As far as he was a little bit of a weak villain, but as far as him, because he didn't have an agenda, he didn't want to take over the world. He didn't want money. He wanted Captain America and Iron Man and the rest of the Avengers to tear each other apart, and that's exactly what happened. Mm-hmm. And that's like like he says that you can. Well, I don't remember what he says, but if a foundation cracks from within, it's dead. I can't remember the exact way he worded it.
Yeah.
But so as we get to the end, whenever Iron Man goes there to help Captain America and Bucky kill these guys,
right.
He's changed sides,
right,
to help them out.
He's like, okay, I made a mistake. Let me help you. We'll get Bucky cleared, essentially, of this horrific event. I'm here to help you, buddy.
Right. And then we find out that Bucky killed his parents.
Mission report, December 16,
1991.
1991?
Yep.
Because I can't, like, no joke, before the movie came out, I always saw that meme. It's like, mission report, and I was like, I don't know what the heck that means. I don't know what that means. Because I hadn't seen the movie. And now I get it.
So, was Iron Man justified in wanting to kill? And it wasn't because he killed his dad, because his dad was military and arrogant and an asshole.
Yeah.
But he's like, he killed my mom.
Yep.
And, I mean, justified?
That's hard to tell, man. That's hard to tell. It once again ties into a lot of the movie. Revenge. Yep. It's like what? Let me hold on a second. I know I can get what out. What does revenge do to a person? Like, how far does it push him towards the edge? Black Panther hit that edge and was like, look, I don't want this to consume me anymore, and backed away.
Right. And
Iron Man was like, phew,
Iron Man wasn't going after revenge.
He wasn't?
No. I mean, the whole movie's not about revenge for him.
Right. Well, it's not.
It's not about revenge until the last 7 minutes.
Right. But
10 minutes.
I mean, once it hits that
and then
stage,
once he finds out that he killed his parents, and what's crazy is that Bucky stands there and watches it. He doesn't say anything.
Well, what do you say to that? It's like, no, that's fake. Like,
no, you say, dude, it wasn't me. I'm sorry.
Would you really want to hear somebody say I was under mind control? Does it still take the fact away that you did that?
Well, he knows he was under mind control.
But does he?
Yeah, well, I mean, we saw him snap and get out of that. They know that that's what it is.
It's like one of those. How do you do that? But what's crazy is his dad had enough serum to make more soldiers. Why was he in Germany? That's what gets me. Tony Stark's parents were in Germany, and he had...
That wasn't in Germany.
No, I thought that was Berlin.
No, I don't think so. I think that was in the United States.
Oh, I thought that was in Germany. So I was like, why would he be in Germany with those packets for them to have? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, maybe it wasn't, but I was under some shit.
I think that's the serum for the Captain America serum.
Right.
Well, he designed it. I mean, that's his thing. I mean, Tony's got Iron Man suits laying around all over the place.
Well, his dad didn't design the Captain America serum.
Yeah.
The other guy did. The guy in Captain America 1, it's another doctor from Germany. He designed it. Because he did it first on the Red Skull.
Oh,
and
okay.
it didn't take as well as he thought it would. And then he did it again, and then he ends up dying. So it's like he made another serum that was as good or better.
Maybe.
And like I get why they killed him, obviously. It's like...
Well, I don't think it was something evil. I mean, he's pretty much known to be S.H.I.E.L.D.
Right.
But I didn't think it was in Germany. I thought it was in the U.S. Because I thought it was after they left their house. Because it makes it sound like at the beginning that they didn't make it to the airport whenever. And I assumed that was in...
Yeah, that would have to have been like US. New York or something.
Yeah.
Upstate New York.
Yeah, somewhere.
Wherever the rich people live.
So was Iron Man justified then?
To him and his character, yes. Like I don't know how to respond to that.
Was his actions to try to kill Winter Soldier okay?
I think so, yes. Because if it had been me, I probably would have done the same thing.
What did you think about Captain America trying to protect Bucky still and fighting?
It's his friend, man. And he was like, even he knows he's under mind control. He didn't single them out and do it on purpose. He was told to do that under mind control. It's like he's trying to protect his friend. Like, this is his childhood friend. He's grown up with him his whole life until the war. Then he disappeared. He just got him back.
The only thing I didn't understand about the whole thing was, did Captain America think that Bucky deserved to be free and be part of the Avengers?
I think he wanted him to see his day, not just to get killed.
Do you think he did? You think he wanted to see him brought to justice? That's the only thing I struggle with in the movie, is that I didn't feel like Captain America wanted Bucky to get justice. I thought he wanted Bucky to be the hero, have the opportunity to be the hero, because there was no reason why Captain America couldn't have brought Bucky in, and Bucky told Captain America and the rest of the Avengers where that building was at, and them go after it. It didn't have to be them two against each other. And in fact, when Bucky said that they were stronger than him, then there was going to be 5 of them. So if he had brought them back to life, there was going to be 5 guys that two of them were going to take on. There was no way they would have won.
Right.
So it just seems, I don't know. It just seems like I felt like Captain America was acting in had selfish motives the entire movie, and I thought that I thought Iron Man's actions were all out of wanting repentance, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about that at the beginning when he's talking to the lady. He says, "It helped ease my soul," and that's what it was. I mean, she was waiting for him because she wanted to say that to him, and it woke him up. I mean, who know? I mean, it could have caused what happened to happen, but also it was like a light bulb that, look, this was one person, and it wasn't. I think what really hit him is that he was a graduate student. He'd already graduated, and he went abroad and was helping build houses. It wasn't like he was doing what Tony would have been doing. He was trying to make the world a better place, and he got killed. I think that's what hit home, is that he was trying to make it better, and he got killed doing it by their actions, by the Avengers' actions. Because I think that's what the Avengers want to inspire, is doing things to make the world a better place. Right. And that's what they want to act on, is they're making it a better place. And that kid was doing what they would have wanted him to do. And he was killed by unfortunate.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what happened in the comic books too. That was straight out of the comic books. There's a lady that catches him and says the same thing, similar.
Okay.
So I mean, it was, and then whenever he shoots the blasters, Iron Man does into the shield. That's right out of the comic books. I'm pretty sure that's the cover of one of them.
Yeah, that's pretty good too. Him and Bucky as a team, man. Even after so long of not being together, they worked extremely well. Like just during that last fight, it was like just constant. Just they knew what to expect from each other.
And we're pulling up on the screen right there one of the shots from Civil War. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like it when they do those, because that they took a step back and then they did it, and it was like.
That's like whenever they say the movie title in the movie. What is it, Civil War? And it's like, he said it.
He said
it.
You know what really grinds my gears?
I thought it was a good movie. Most definitely.
All right, so best Marvel movie?
It's up there.
What would be better than it? You still got the Guardians of the Galaxy ahead of it?
I don't know about ahead of it. I mean, overall, like, especially whenever we could talk about it, and it's like, oh yeah, like some stuff you never thought about when you're talking with somebody else. It's like, all right, like probably up there, probably the number one so far.
I put it number one. It's easily number one.
It's the best Captain America movie.
I have that as
just
well.
Above the first one.
Let's not go. Let's not get crazy. You need to watch the first one again. I think I could fall asleep during that first one.
I like the first one. I liked it a lot, actually.
Oh, looky there. We got another scene from...
Oh, yeah. A little bitty ant.
Yep. That's a new one. Boom. I'm excited to get back to reading our Civil War comic books, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, this makes me excited to get back to Civil War 2 and see what's going on.
I think it's like now it's... What side are we going to be on now?
Yeah,
like,
right.
Are we going to be on opposite sides again?
Well, it's not really Captain America and
yeah,
Iron Man this time.
Well, I think it was along the same lines. What did we say the first time? I'm pretty sure we both said Iron Man, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But
that's 100% different.
Yeah, because Rhodey died.
No, 100% different because of the way it's going on.
Well, we need to get back into it and see what we're doing.
Well, based off what I remember, it was one of these new Inhumans can see a future.
Yeah.
And your actions are based off that. See, to me, that's a little too much. That's why I'm on Iron Man's side.
Right.
It's not stopping something that's happening.
They should kill that kid.
I'm just kidding.
You should have seen his face.
Yeah. It's like, it's not that stopping something from happening that's already in progress. It is stopping something from happening
That might happen.
That's what gets me. That's why I can't take her side on that one. Like, we're all for protecting. That's what the Avengers is for. That's what she even says. That's why Tony made Ultron. It was to protect the world so they didn't have to do it.
Right.
That's too much. That's too much.
So Vision's too much?
I like Vision.
Oh, you like Vision? Okay.
Yeah, I like Vision.
I did think it was interesting that Tony said that he liked doing what he does, and that he thought that Cords was like a middle ground to help him and Piper.
Right.
And I kind of felt bad for him as well. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. It's like, but after Iron Man 3, he was, like you said, he destroyed all of his suits. He got rid of everything. I mean, he didn't, because he can't stop.
He got rid of him at the beginning, right?
At the end.
I thought he did at the beginning, and that's why there wasn't a suit there.
Oh.
When they attacked.
Well, in Iron Man 3?
I can't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah.
You've seen it more recently than me, so you know.
At the end, he,
destroys them all.
destroys them all. He's like, this is for you, babe. This is for you.
I'm going to save one. My good luck charm.
I want to say, she's like, what is this, Mark 9? He's like, Mark 30. And he's like, yeah. Yeah.
All right, so that's going to wrap up this episode, I believe. So if you stuck around this long, send us an email, send us a tweet, and you tell us whose side. Let's see, what do we want to say for this one? Our question to enter the contest for the drawing. Let's say, I don't know. You tell us whose side you were on and why.
Yeah.
After you saw the movie.
It's like, would you sign the Accords? Like, what would you think as an Avenger it would be justified?
All right. Well, that's going to wrap this up. You need to email us. That's going to be emailing us to newcomicfans@gmail.com.
Or hit us up on Twitter @newcomicfans.
That's our Twitter handle. Yep. Tweet us. Tweeter. Yeah, tweet us there, and we will definitely be getting back to you. And we'll be reading those next time. If you guys get us some tweets and emails at the end of the show, we will read those to you guys.
Yeah, 100%.
Actually, we may do it at the beginning. We'll do it either at the beginning or the end or the middle.
Yeah, we'll do it during the show.
For sure. So if you want to include your bank information, that would be perfect.
Social security number, date of birth, mother's maiden name will be set.
Yeah, and your childhood nickname. JK.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for joining me for another episode.
That's been a blast, man. That was a good one.
Number 14 in the books.
13.
13 in the books.
Close enough.
13's in the books, so thanks for checking us out, guys, and we will talk to y'all next time.
Later, guys.